Have you ever truly looked at something, without naming it, without thinking about it, without comparing it to something else? Have you gazed into the eyes of a stranger, the flame of a candle, or the vast sky above you, and simply watched, without the interference of thought? In that rare and sacred moment, when there is only seeing and no seer, you touch something beyond the ordinary. This is the forgotten art of pure observation. And today, dear seeker, we shall walk together into this sacred space, where silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of eternity. Jiddu Krishnamurti, a mystic of the highest order, called this the key to awakening, to observe without the distortion of memory, fear, or desire. And I, as your humble guide in the voice of the ancient Himalayan masters, invite you into this journey, not of effort, but of inner stillness. The path does not lie in controlling your thoughts, but in seeing them without resistance. As the sacred texts whisper, the seer and the seen become one in the fire of awareness. So let us begin. Not to chase enlightenment, but to fall into the clarity that was always there, waiting beneath the noise. In the realm of true seeing, beyond the noise of thought, lies a sacred doorway, a gateway to freedom untouched by time. Observation without thought is not a passive state, it is the most alive, vibrant, and sacred act a human being can enter into. Why is it so important? Because thought, beloved one, is always old. It is a shadow of yesterday, shaped by memory, fear, comparison, and desire. When you look at life through thought, you do not see what is, you see what was. You are not meeting the living moment, but only your mental image of it. Jiddu Krishnamurti revealed that true transformation begins not with effort, but with clarity, and clarity can only arise in the flame of direct perception. To observe without the interference of thought is to touch reality in its purest essence. In that sacred space, there is no division between the observer and the observed. You are not separate from the tree you watch, the bird you hear, or the emotion that arises. You become one with it. This oneness, this unity, is the root of compassion and true intelligence. Without it, all action remains partial. But with it, a new dimension of living begins. There is a vast and subtle difference between thinking and observing, a difference so profound that it marks the line between illusion and truth. Thinking is mechanical, it is a conditioned response arising from memory, past experiences, and borrowed knowledge. It is the voice of the known, endlessly echoing what has already been. But observation, dear seeker, is something entirely different. It is the still flame of awareness untouched by time. When you think, you interpret. But when you observe, you simply see, without interference, without judgment. Imagine looking at a flower. The thinking mind says, "This is a rose. It is beautiful. I like it." And in that moment, you are no longer with the flower, you are entangled in your thoughts about it. But when you observe without naming, you meet the flower as it is, in its living truth. There is no separation, no observer, no observed, only the sacred act of seeing. Krishnamurti said this is the highest form of intelligence, to observe without evaluating. In that pure gaze, the mind falls silent, and a deeper intelligence begins to awaken, not of the intellect, but of the heart. And from this stillness, arises true understanding, untouched by thought, free from all conflict. Why is it so difficult to simply observe without the intrusion of thought? The answer, dear seeker, lies in the conditioning that has been layered upon your being since childhood. From the moment you began to speak, you were taught to name, to judge, to compare. Your mind has been trained to label every experience, every feeling, every face. And so, even when a moment of silence arises, the mind rushes in like a restless tide, eager to define, to categorize, to control. This habit, the compulsion to interpret, creates a veil, a filter through which reality becomes distorted. Thought is afraid of stillness. It cannot survive in the vast, empty space of pure awareness. That is why it constantly moves, clings, and divides. You say, this is good, this is bad. I like this, I don't like that. But can you simply feel sadness without calling it sadness? Can you be with pain, joy, or beauty without rushing to name it? The ego, the false self, depends on this naming to maintain its illusion of control. And yet, it is this very process that separates you from life itself. To drop this compulsion is not easy, but it is the beginning of seeing with the eyes of truth. So how does one begin this sacred art of observing without thought? It is not a technique to be mastered, but a gentle remembrance of your true nature. Sit quietly, dear one, not to control, but to witness. Let the breath flow naturally. Do not shape it. Do not interfere. Just become aware of its rising and falling, like the ocean's rhythm. Then, begin to observe your thoughts as they appear, not with resistance, not with judgment, but like clouds passing across the sky. You are not the cloud. You are the sky. And now, open your eyes. Let your gaze fall upon something simple, a leaf, a candle flame, a person's face. Look at it with the innocence of a child. Do not name it. Do not say it is beautiful or dull. Do not let memory rise. Simply be with it. You will notice that the moment you resist the urge to label, a subtle silence arises, a spaciousness. This is pure seeing. And in that seeing, there is no you separate from the experience. There is only awareness, flowing like a gentle stream. This is not a doing, it is an awakening. And in that awakening, thought naturally falls into its rightful place, silent, still, and serene. When you begin to observe without thought, even for a few moments, you step into a space that is vast, timeless, and healing. This is not imagination. This is not a belief. It is the living truth that arises from the still depths of your being. In this sacred space of pure awareness, something extraordinary happens. The observer, the one who judges, compares, and separates, begins to dissolve. And when the observer is no more, what remains is only observation, a quiet, luminous presence that sees all without division. In that seeing, there is no conflict, no fear, no resistance. There is only clarity. This clarity is not of the intellect. It is the flowering of intelligence that is beyond books and beyond thought. It is the intelligence of the heart, the intelligence of silence. It brings a transformation that no effort, no struggle, no method can produce. Old wounds begin to heal. The grip of fear loosens. Love begins to flow, not as emotion, but as pure being. When you observe without thought, you return to your original state, pure, whole, unbroken. This is not the end of a journey, dear one. It is the beginning of true life, born from the stillness where eternity lives. To live a life of observation without thought is to walk the earth as a silent flame, present, awake, and deeply connected to all that is. Krishnamurti did not speak of this as a momentary practice, but as a way of being. True meditation is not something confined to a corner of the day. It is the very fabric of your existence. When you walk, walk with awareness. When you speak, speak with attention. When you listen, do so without the filter of judgment. This is meditation in motion, alive in every breath, in every gesture, in every step. In such a life, you are no longer seeking truth, you are living in it. You are not escaping suffering, you are embracing what is, without resistance. You are not trying to become someone, you are dissolving into what is. Observation becomes your natural state, and from that inner stillness arises right action, untouched by fear or desire. The world may remain noisy, but within you there is quiet, vast, luminous, and free. This is the way of the awakened. This is the way Krishnamurti pointed to, and the ancient sages lived. Not through effort, but through presence. And in that presence, you realize, you were never separate. You were always home. Beloved seeker, if even a single moment in this journey touched the silence within you, then know, the flame has been lit. Observation without thought is not a destination, but a return, to your original nature, to the awareness that watches all things come and go. Let this not be merely an idea, but something you live. In the quiet moments of your day, pause, breathe, and see. Let life reveal itself without interference, and you will find a stillness more alive than sound, more radiant than light. If this message has awakened something sacred within you, I invite you with love to support this space. Like this video if it resonated with your heart. Share it with a fellow seeker who walks the path of awareness. And most importantly, leave a comment below. Tell us, have you ever experienced a moment of pure observation, where thought fell completely silent? Your words may inspire another on their path. And if you wish to continue walking this journey together, dear one, subscribe to this channel and join our growing circle of awakened souls. Until we meet again, remain in the light of awareness, and remember, you are the silence you seek.